What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to This Week in Esports and Gaming, the show where we talk about the latest and greatest in business happenings for gaming, esports, and creator news. I'm your host, Mark Kai. We're here for Halloween 2024, just the week of Halloween. Let's dive right into it. Our first top 3 story, if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. It's Worlds 2024, Riot Games League of Legends World Championship. I waited to record this until after. I usually record this before, but I waited to record this until after, and man, that grand finals did not disappoint. I'm going to spoil it for you if you haven't watched it, but you definitely should go watch it because at this point, everyone knows, I'm pretty sure, T1, they had their huge victory over 𝗶𝗶 Gaming in a nail-biting 3-2 grand finals, which you got to watch that last play. If you're going to watch anything and you don't want to watch the whole series, that's fine. Just go watch the last play of the last game, 2-2. It was great. Faker now has won 5 total titles, with many saying that this is the best League of Legends roster of all time. As far as viewership goes, the final game of the grand finals was the most watched match in esports history, over 6.9 million viewers. That does not count Chinese platforms or streams from Twitter/X, according to esports charts. And at the same time, the opening ceremony featured Linkin Park, among others, other notable artists like Mars, Atlas of Forts, and Ashniko as well. And even the opening ceremony peaked at over 4.2 million viewers, which beat the previous record from 2022 at 3.3 million viewers for the opening ceremony. This means that T1 overall will take home that grand prize of $445,000, 𝗶𝗶 Gaming taking that runner-up at $356,000, and London and Partners actually predicted that Worlds would generate an additional 12 million British pounds to the London economy, which doesn't even include the potential of people coming back to visit in the future as well. All in all, Worlds 2024 did not disappoint. Just go watch it. Just go enjoy being a fan for a little bit of the esports. For our second top 3 story, the Oregon Trail and Outlast are going to have movies as well. The Oregon Trail movie is development at Apple, with Will Speck and Josh Gordon supposedly directing and producing the movie. Benji Pasek and Justin Paul provide original music for the film under the production banner &, though not much has yet really been revealed. We know that Oregon Trail is a very iconic title in gaming lore, with the first game being produced in development in 1971 by Minnesota Educational Computing Consortium. Moving on, Lionsgate and Red Barrel struck a deal to bring Outlast, that horror series, to theaters. Roy Lee, producer behind 𝗶𝗶 and Strange Darling and others, will lead the movie. JT Petty, the writer behind many of the Outlast games, will also be working on the movie's screenplay. Not much else has also been revealed, so we'll be on the lookout for more details. Overall, it seems like the Outlast community is pretty excited, but not necessarily too hopeful, given the track record of video game movies not necessarily being the best experience. Some fans are hopeful that it will have a found footage style of horror movie, where the movie features previous video recordings that are found and played at a later time as a presentation to the audience. All in all, push for video game IP to be transformed into movies seems to be continuing. I'm always curious to see who the target audience is for these movies. Is it just normal moviegoers? Is it the players of these games, right? But either way, fan bases of these movies are generally quite scrutinous of those movies. So they have really high standards, I would say. Regardless, though, I'll be keeping track of other video game movies as they pop up. For our final top 3 story, Forbes has released their list of top creators from 2024. The list includes the likes of mainstream creators like Mr. Beast, Darman, Charlie D'Amelio, Logan Paul, as well as many others, more topic-focused creators like Savannah Moss, Marquez Brownlee, iJustine, and others. From the gaming space, there's Typical Gamer, who ranked 15th, Markiplier ranked 16th, Jacksepticeye ranked 23rd, Kai Cenat ranked 24th, Nick Merckx ranked 25th, and XQC ranked 28th. They all placed on this list as well. And according to Streams charts, the gaming creators that stream actually varied wildly on their ranking for hours watched, Kai Cenat being number 1 and Nick Merckx ranking 285th overall for creators with streams that have ranked on their hours watched. But as we know, Forbes is taking a lot more into account than just viewership and engagement rates. It's also interesting to know that Kai Cenat has a very high engagement rate at 8%. Forbes did take into account factors such as gross earnings, follower counts, engagement rates, and entrepreneurial activities to compile this list. So this list has a moderately even gender split, 23 creators being women, 27 being men. Overall, congrats to the creators who made the list. Who else do you think should be added here? As far as partnerships go, Lamborghini partners with Animoca Brands. The two brands will work together to develop interoperable Webelto in-game assets. They're selecting Base as their blockchain platform of choice to mint these collectibles, and overall, the collaboration aligns with Lamborghini's continued push into digital. UFC partners with Kick. Kick will be named an official partner of the UFC and will be integrated within a select number of UFC's biggest events around the world. According to this press release, Kick branding will be highly visible inside UFC's Octagon during UFC pay-per-view and fight nights, reaching over 700 million fans in 170 countries. Moonton Games partners with Southeast Asian Games. This partnership will see 𝗠𝗿𝗶 be the head esport for the Southeast Asian Games 2025 in Thailand next year. Both men's and women's tournaments will be at the event, marking the 4th time 𝗠𝗿𝗶 will be a medaled sports at the event. Movember has partnered with Blast and Berlin International Gaming. The Blast partnership sees Movember become the official mental health partner of Blast Premier and will develop awareness and support for mental health challenges. The Big partnership sees Big Grow launch a men's health campaign with L'Oreal Men Expert and Movember called #GrowBig and will focus on mental health, prostate cancer, and testicular cancer awareness and prevention. As far as finance and M&A goes, Maintain Altitude have raised a $500,000 pre-seed round. The mobile music game studio saw the round led by Hero Capital, with others such as angel investors participating as well. Beat Hunters their debut title and is set to soft launch in 2025 on iOS and Android, with the global launch in 2026. Maintain Altitude is led by Oliver Moira and Simon Preithurch. Germany has launched a new grant for gaming startups. The Minister of State for Culture and Media announced the Press Start Game Startup Grant Fund, which encourages German devs to pitch game ideas and apply for funding. Up to 130 game developers in Germany will be supported with this fund, and successful bids will get around $3,000 per month over 18 months. Challenger Mode have raised £2 million British pounds. The round is led by Back in Black Capital, with Ballista Capital and Seeker also contributing to the round. Challenger Mode is looking to expand outside of esports by developing its offerings for game devs and AAA publishers. 81 Ravens have raised $4.5 million. The funding was led by Digital Hears Holdings and Gree Ventures for a Web3 company. The funds will be used to continue developing its free-to-play 3v3 arena shooter called Paravox, which currently has over 100,000 registered accounts. The Discord community management platform Leveler have raised $1.75 million. Investments came from Mitch Lasky, Fuel Ventures, Colopole Next, and other individuals as well. Dylan Collins will also be a chairman of Leveler as a result of this funding, and the funds will be used to support growth and demand for its services, including a Reddit integration in 2025. Convoy have invested into Magic Potion Games. While this was an undisclosed amount of funds, Convoy says it's impressed with Magic Potion Games' focus on online safety and making the game safe and accessible for children's well-being. The funds will be used for further development of Imagine Island, a new online world specifically designed for children under 13. As far as workforce changes go, Will Boyce joins Loaded as a director for brand partnerships. Will was most recently with Tribe Gaming for 2.5 years as director of partnerships and activations. He spent over 5 years at TSM doing partnerships as well on the influencer side of the house, so he has lots of experience in esports partnerships. He holds a bachelor's in marketing from Calvin University. Kelly Dunlap has been appointed executive director of Take This Incorporated. Kelly has been working with Take This for 5 years now and is most recently the community director for 2 years. She takes over 𝗍𝗶 role, and with this move seeing also successful $100,000 funding process to keep the charity alive. Kelly's also a clinical psychologist and was formerly an adjunct professor of game design with American University. She holds a PhD in clinical psychology from the American School of Professional Psychology. Willie Wright has been promoted to Director of Live Streaming at Right Click Culture. Willie has a solid amount of experience in talent partnerships and gaming, as he's been with Right Click Culture for about a year now, most recently as a senior sponsorships agent. Before that, he was with WeHype for 10 months and also as a senior partnerships manager, and spent time at Evolved as well. He holds a bachelor's in chemistry from the University of the South. Alia Fadiva joins Google as a product manager for Google Play Games. Alia joins from her time at Trees Please Games, where she was a senior product manager for a year, focusing on their mobile title Longleaf Valley. She was with Riot Games for 5 years doing product management, brand management, and product marketing, and spent time at Wargaming doing similar product roles for 4 years. She holds a bachelor's in computer science from Belarusian State University. Steve Collins joins Unity as the CTO, and Alex Blum has been appointed to COO. Steve has extensive technical experience as he was the CTO of King from February 2020 to March 2024. He was also the CTO of Havoc and Swerve and founded Trinity College Dublin's Computer Graphics Research Group. All in all, he knows its stuff when it comes to technical aspects of entertainment and gaming. He holds a PhD in computer graphics from Trinity College Dublin. Alex was most recently the SVP of Corporate Development for the last 4 months and now has been appointed COO. He has lots of investment experience and was previously the executive chairman at True Optic at Quisio and was the CEO of Kick Apps as well as other companies. He holds an MBA from Seattle University. As far as new stuff goes, ESPN Football Island has now opened in Fortnite Creative. The island is meant to celebrate football fandom and allow friends to earn bragging rights and rewards as it relates to football. The island features SportsCenter anchors and other announcers when they first boot up the island, with other experiences like Touchdown Rush taking center stage. Quadrant has departed esports. The announcement comes as Quadrant will no longer compete in the Halo Championship Series and will also shift its focus from competitive esports now to fashion, content, and motorsports in the future. Sad to see the org shift away from esports, but it seems to make sense from a business standpoint. That's it for this week in esports and gaming. Thank you so much for tuning in. Credit to the authors and brands themselves for the images and information provided. If you want to show some support to the esports advocate or invest game, the links are in the description. If you want to show some support to me, tag someone who'd find this valuable or share this with your audience. And as always, everybody, have a great day.